thank you once again for watching KAbabayan LA, where today we are still talking about Philippine politics, the future of the Philippines, eradicating corruption, and all that ngayong hapon po sa ating programa. Right now, we are here in front of the lobby of the Sofitel Hotel, which is going to be temporary home to overseas Filipino workers who flew from all over to attend a convention for good governance. Kanina po, before the break, we showed you the inauguration and some thoughts about the presidency of President Noynoy Aquino. Ngayon naman, kausapin naman natin yung ating mga kababayan. How did they feel after witnessing the inauguration live, and what did they think of the speech from the new president?
It was one of the most inspiring moments this morning. I was standing in front of the grandstand and listening to him speak, and I was just so overwhelmed. The one word that described to me his speech was taas noo. You know, when you are able to hold your head high, that you know, we did it. We were able to stand up to all the corruption that has happened. It seems almost impossible because corruption is so endemic, is so ingrained in the Filipino culture that it seemed an impossible dream a year ago that this would happen. It was all set that the people who were so corrupt would have the money to win and buy the election, and it didn't happen. And instead, you know, and I keep pinching myself, and I know I'm awake. This did happen.
I was watching today on television his eyes and the expression on his face. Now, being a trial lawyer, I've been a trial lawyer for about 30 years now. I can more or less discern if people are sincere or telling the truth. I look at their eyes, I look at the expressions in their faces. So when he made the promise in his speech to be true to the Filipino people and not to betray the legacy of his parents, I was looking into his eyes and his face, and it showed great sincerity. And what a lot of people did not notice is at the end of the speech, he shed a few tears. So that to me reflected great sincerity.
I was in tears. I wasn't able to go there. Unfortunately, I didn't have a seat, so I just took a time and just relaxed in my room, watched TV. But I was really touched with what he said. Again, with my background, I really thought that he's going to enforce the rule of law, and I think it's really important to. I know we're not going to eradicate that, but let's minimize the problem, and that will improve the quality of life with our community here.
Was there anything in the speech that stuck on you?
God, the part that when he said that regarding forgiving the people that really criticized him, and the fact that he really took it into heart that he's not going to go after them, but he took it seriously when he said that for those people who committed sins against the people here in the Philippines, there's no reason for that, and they'll go after them. That's the way I understood it, and I'll go along with that. And I think I would be the first person to stand behind him and helping them in that regard.
It's hard to say. You know, I've never been as moved by a Tagalog speech as I was this morning. You know, I mean, how beautiful and how colorful and how heartfelt it is to hear those words in Tagalog. When I'm so used to, and we're so used to hearing all the presidential inauguration speeches have always been in English, and this is the first one in Tagalog. And you know, there's not one word or one line, because there are just so many lines about you know, his commitment to making sure that, you know, we're going to do this right, that he will hold himself as an example. He'd want, you know, he's given his marching orders to his cabinet to make sure that they rid corruption of the system, and he wants people to report instances of corruption. I mean, it's just so refreshing.
There's a lot of sincerity, humility, and he spoke directly, point by point, in a language that could easily be understood. I think he meant what he said. There was conviction in his words, and so let's as Filipinos abroad, U.S. PNoys, hoping for good governance in this administration, let's help him out. Let's be there. Let's be alert of what's going on in the Philippines.
Well, firstly, to all our kababayans in LA, we would like to say thank you for the unwavering show of love and support during the time of elections. And now, officially, Noy will be starting his duty already. So we hope to see all of them, and we hope to see them cooperating with us so that in the next few years, they won't just be able to say, they are proud to be Filipinos living in LA, but they would be also proud to say they are Filipinos who has a beautiful home that they could come home to anytime, because they also have the same opportunities here as they have abroad.
And you know what? You know Noy better, I guess, than most of us. What kind of president will he be, you think?
I think he will be the best president we would ever have. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The fever is high, expectations are high, and everyone is just in a good mood. They feel very good about this new administration, especially our kababayans from overseas. Kaya naman po naitatag ang Overseas Filipinos for Good Governance. But what is this about? When we return on the show, we'll introduce them to you.